One of the most pursued issues by safety people is getting employees to commit to the safety program. On this episode, 3 ways to get better commitment to safety.
PeopleWork, the human touch in workplace safety. Available everywhere on Amazon. To learn more, go to kevburns.com/peoplework.
We've officially entered into spring in North America. It's also coincidentally hiring season. Road construction companies crewing up, home builders, summer parks departments, and summer students are all looking and getting set for another summer of work. I have several clients and companies that are facing the same issue, so I thought that this subject would be quite timely. Now, I'm usually asked to come to work with companies and organizations right after Christmas to help their organizations get their people back on track with safety, after a holiday season. Summer work is not unlike that. There are about to be a lot of new faces on job sites and workplaces in the coming few months. Now, my clients want to make sure that their good people see the company's commitment to ensure that safety is in the forefront for the spring-summer season of work. And for those people and companies that would like a few new ideas to help their people recommit to safety, this episode should bring you a few new strategies. Now, employee commitment to safety is important. My client companies want to show their commitment by having their gear-up meetings at this time of the year. And as well-meaning as the efforts of your senior management may be to safety, without the employee commitment to safety, any safety initiative is going to fall flat. You need commitment to safety from especially the frontline employees. Here's why. The majority of safety incidents happen at the front line. The largest number of workers are at the front line, the most amount of activities at the front line, and so it's at the front line where the focus on safety needs to take place. It is at the front line where safety leadership is needed most. Now, let's be clear, leadership is not another word for management, even though managers regularly hijack the word and use it interchangeably with their own title. The truth is, you don't need to have a management title to be a leader. In fact, some of the best job site leaders have no title at all. Every employee is quite capable of demonstrating some form of safety leadership. It's as simple as caring about the well-being of others. Look, if you can openly show that you care, you're already ahead of most who feel too vulnerable to show that they care. Somehow people must be more impressed by indifference to the work, right? Yeah, sure. Indifference really impresses people, doesn't it? Now look, leadership is not about fitting in or fading into the background so people don't notice you. Leadership is about standing out, going first. So if you're a safety leader, you'll take the few extra moments to assess the hazards. You'll make the effort to fill out paper forms legibly. You'll watch out for and warn your fellow employees about dangers or their improper use of their PPE. You'll speak up. Or you could also demonstrate your leadership by just paying full attention during safety briefings or not allowing side talk or distraction to interfere with you getting the right information. Leaders do what others won't. And leaders will show their commitment to safety and the safety program. And that list of things that I just went through, these are some of the things that will have to happen at the front line to get better participation and results in safety, but that's not the only place you need to get focused to get commitment to safety from your people. There are 3 more areas where you can get to work to build employee commitment to safety. Starting with number 1. Roll out your ReCommitment Strategy. See, when Apple rolls out a new iPhone, there's a lot of attention on the new product. Safety can take a lesson here. What gets focused on gets attention. By thinking more like a rollout, you can turn a boring and mundane safety meeting into a recommitment event. Make your safety meeting one of the more powerful tools to reintroduce and give new life to your safety efforts. In fact, here's a great idea I got from one of my clients. As part of a safety kickoff event, they hung a large "I Commit to Safety" banner on the wall of the hockey arena where they were hosting their safety event. Now, why a hockey rink? Well, there were 900 employees. It was a small town. It was the only place everyone would fit. So at the safety event, they invited each of their 900 employees to step up and sign their names on the "I Commit to Safety" banner. A funny thing about signing your name to something, Most people don't give up their signature without some sort of ownership. So to sign one's name on a commitment banner is not something most people do without being conscious of what they're signing. And kudos to the company for asking their people to commit. Lots of safety meetings fall down because they fail to ask for commitment and simply assume they'll get it. Now, don't assume. Ask. Number 1, roll out your recommitment strategy. Number 2, get the commitment of management. Now, getting commitment to safety isn't just for frontline people. The safety program works best when everyone, front office to frontline, gets behind it. Safety's not just a set of rules and procedures for people who wear boots and hard hats. Safety's so much more than that. Safety is also a personal value and a guiding principle that people use to make their choices. Now, earlier on, I mentioned about leadership not being connected to management. But if you're going to be a leader as a manager, you're going to have to provide a decent example of what you expect. If you expect frontline employees to commit to safety, those who guide the organization have to commit as well. That means managers, and they need to live the principles of safety leadership. A public declaration of their commitment to safety by mid and senior level managers in front of witnesses is a contract based on good faith. In order for managers to become leaders, they have to first lead, not just manage. You lead best by example. What you focus on gets attention. Focus on safety and make your public declaration to it. And then keep your word. Number 2, get commitment of management. And finally, number 3, focus on people. Sure, it's important to have a strong and robust safety management system in place, and there's an expectation that if you're tuned into this episode, you're not wrestling with coming up with your first safety management system, and that you already have a working one in place. Now, we all know that the proper procedures and processes supported by the right inspections and observations are necessary, and safety management systems focus on rules and procedures. But you can improve the results of your safety program when you begin to focus on people. Safety management systems focus on processes and procedures. Leadership focuses on people. And the more you can help your employees to become better people, the more you'll improve your safety program. There's a big difference in the kind of work you do between enforcing rules and engaging people. Enforcing rules is about meeting the minimum requirements of the safety program. Engaging people is about creating something far greater. Remember, the goal is not to send people home in the same shape that they came to work. That's the least you're allowed to do by law, the bare minimum. That's the expectation of every employee anyway. Instead, you want to send your people home better than they showed up at work. So if you're going to focus on people, you're going to have to focus on improving more than just the safety record. Focus on improving the people who contribute to the safety record. Number 3, focus on people. Now, the truth is, your safety program should make evident what your people get out of it. There's too many safety programs that expect blind obedience to the rules and then can't figure out why there's not a lot of buy-in to safety, other than people willing to tolerate the rules. Employees are much more likely to commit to something that benefits them, that honors them, and that every one of their coworkers participates in. If you want to improve employee commitment to safety, you have to improve the conditions for employees. Ask each employee to voluntarily step up to becoming safety leaders. Get their commitment. Get mid and senior management commitment. And then focus on your good people. When they give you their commitment to safety, support them when they do.